What's up, traders? Let's do a pre-market analysis for the 5th of December, Thursday. News-wise, unemployment claims at 1:30 UK time, and then an FP tomorrow, which is what I'm waiting for. Ideally, I don't think I'm going to get a trade today unless we come up to these highs, which I highly doubt we will. We might come up to yesterday's high and might see some kind of an opportunity at a certain time. Then I'll look for a trade. Otherwise, no, probably nothing so far. Euro dollar yesterday, going into the week, I was bullish because of this bullish engulfing candle after taking out these lows and tapping into that monthly time for fair value gap. And after the Monday's candle and Tuesday, I wanted Tuesday's candle to take out Monday's low and then look for a long, but that didn't happen. And I don't really trade Wednesday unless I'd seen enough bullish movements on Monday or Tuesday, and I didn't, so wasn't really going to trade Tuesday. And we had quite a choppy market. We came up, took out the highs first, I believe, or took out the lows first. Yep, previous day's low first, and then pushed up. So the bullish momentum from weekly analysis played out, but it played out on Wednesday after taking out Tuesday's low, which is something I need to test because my analysis, weekly time frame bias was correct. It just didn't happen on Tuesday. It happened on Wednesday, and we got a trading opportunity on Wednesday. And Wednesday candle printed like this, took out the highs of Monday, took out the lows of Mondays first, and took out the highs afterwards, and also tapped into this bearish imbalance that price had created on Monday or on Tuesday. And at the moment, it looks like price is going up. Right, if we take out previous day's high, I do believe we can look for some kind of a short on the lower time frame, not all the way down to these lows, but just a short-term trade because of the way the candle printed. For our time frame, we had this massive, strong, bullish engulfing candle. To me, I wasn't sure whether that was a liquidity grab. To me, it looked like a liquidity grab anyway, rather than a close above this high. So for me, I'm not really too confident trading that because although the weekly time frame bias was bullish, I have to acknowledge the overall context of this trend, which has been bearish for a really long time. So I've still got that in the back of my mind, and I did want price to come up and take out, this high or previous week's high, tap into that fair value gap on the weekly time frame, and then look for a short. We might get that during NFP, so that's why I'm just waiting around until NFP plays out. And at the moment, price is just consolidating in a range. Yeah, the low of the week was created on Monday so far, right? And it just wasn't really at any location that to me seems like was going to hold. So right now, although we have had this strong bullish candles, honestly, I'm not sure where price can go up to. We've got this gap from the weekly open. That's something to watch out for. But apart from that, I'm just going to let this play out rather than trying to get into a trade that I don't really understand. At the moment, we do have SMT with GU, similar to yesterday. And we might actually get a trading opportunity on GU because we've taken out previous day's high, similar to Euro dollar. And we've got SMT with Euro dollar. So I'll be looking at that and seeing what happens. But at the moment, it does look like price is, holding this bullish fair value gap after closing above that high on the 240. Hasn't on the 60-minute. Right, 60-minute, we didn't close above that. And if we are going to push up, previous day's high, got this imbalance here as well, this gap open from Monday. So yeah, we've just traded inside this range since Monday's open so far, which is on Thursday today. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. I don't really want to look at any of this right now. Unless we come up to this gap, I'm just going to leave a alert there, and then I'll see what time price comes up to that high. It does really depend on the time as well. You can just be trading at any other time. And that's that for pound euro dollar. Let's go dive straight into pound dollar. Same story. I was bullish on pound dollar for the week because of this bullish engulfing candle. We also closed above previous week's high, right? Same thing as euro dollar. Didn't get the trade on Tuesday, and I don't know how to trade the Wednesday. And on Monday, we also actually came into this bullish fair value gap on the daily time frame. And then yesterday, what we did was we pulled back into that daily time fair value gap below the previous day's low and held that 50%. with this strong bullish pin bar, and that was another trade right there. But like I said, I trade Monday, not Tuesday. I trade Tuesday, not Wednesday, so I didn't really enter that trade. And then we put in this bullish engulfing candle that took out that low and then closed above the highs. And for me, pound dollar, I see price going up to this high, which is my drawn liquidity. Potentially could go up to the highs above that weekly time for value gaps 50%. Right, we've got this bearish fair value gap pricing come and fill. We've got the 50% of that right there, and that also happens to be at the inside this daily time frame fair value gap start. So for me, yeah, pound dollar can potentially push up higher, take out that drawn liquidity, previous week's high. But how will it get there? Slowly making its way up there with this bullish engulfing candles. Rejected this daily time fair value gaps 50% yesterday after taking out lows below these equal lows. Bullish engulfing candle, another bullish engulfing candle, and it's just slowly making its way up to that weekly open, which is right, well, it's close above that. With this, I'm going to wait for price to come up to that drawn liquidity before I look for any trades, unless we see price drop down. Right, maybe on the 15-minute we'll see price pull back. There we go, we start to see that pullback now, and maybe then we'll see a trade. I think this, if we are seeing a pullback, this is a good time to see a pullback because we've just taken out quite a major liquidity level at previous day's high after small accumulation here, and also SMT with EU. So yeah, this would be a good trade to go short, depending on weekly open, how price plays out. Honestly, this has moved way too quickly, too fast for me. But similar to euro dollar, I'm not going to trade this at this high, mainly because my drawn liquidity is there. I want price to come up and take out these highs before I honestly look for any trades, unless there's some trades that I can go long. That's a different, that's a different scenario. But going short, I need some more confirmation. So we'll see how it plays out. If we start seeing like price slowly making its way up to this high, or price failing to close above now, puts in loads of pin bars and then starts to go lower, then that's again a good pattern or entry pattern for me. But I'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. So yeah, let's just waiting around for NFP essentially until tomorrow.